Good morning, you guys. Guess what day it is? It is monthly grocery shopping day. Make sure you guys check out yesterday's video. That was my monthly meal planning, so you can see exactly what goes into our month of meals. Because we have such a small budget, a lot of people are skeptical and are like, are you really gonna be able to feed your family of 5 off of such a small budget? So go check out my meal planning video from yesterday so you guys can see, yes, we do eat off of this small budget and we eat really well, I think, actually. So make sure to check out that video. And then I do these videos every single month. So if you're into that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So the first thing that we do on a monthly grocery shopping day is I need to get things organized and put away, so that way when I get home with all of these groceries, it's not overwhelming and my kitchen isn't dirty. So the first thing I need to do is clean up this mess. We need to clean up from breakfast. We still got to do their hair and teeth. We have one kiddo on the way to school already. And then I need to clean up this disaster. So that way when I get home, it is easy to unload the groceries and put them away with minimal stress, minimal chaos. Also, I am doing a day in the life kind of montage on my Instagram stories today. So you guys will have already missed it if you're not subscribed to my Instagram channel, if you're not following me on Instagram. So if you're not already doing that, make sure that you go over to Instagram and follow Pennies into Pearls there, because I do lots of fun, just kind of how we live our frugal life day to day. And Instagram stories are so much fun, and that is where you'll see all of that information. So, okay, fine, I'm gonna go clean up this mess so we can go do our big giant grocery haul. And while it's sitting out just right in front of me, I wanted to tell you guys that on monthly grocery shopping day, another thing that I do to prepare and just kind of get our month on track is I move our cash from our cash paper envelopes over to my wallet envelopes that I have. And these are the ones that I actually use in the grocery stores and take with me in my purse every single day. And these are the ones where we put cash aside every paycheck in preparation for the next month. There's a link in the description box below on exactly how we do our cash envelope system. Okay, we finished cleaning the kitchen up. So now what we need to do is go wash this face right here, another face out there, get them ready for school, drop them off at preschool, and then we'll be ready to go do our monthly grocery shopping trip. We finally made it to Target. Can you see? There we are. We made it to Target. We're only going to 2 stores today. We're going to Target and Costco. I didn't do any online shopping. If you'd be interested on how I've done my online grocery shopping in the past, check out any previous like January, December, November's grocery hauls, and you'll get all the information in there. But what I wanted to show you guys is what I do before I go into the grocery store. I usually try to do this before I even head out of the house, but you know, some days are just crazy, so you do what you gotta do. So this is what I do. I check 2 apps for rebates and extra discounts that I can stack on top of sales. So the first one is Cartwheel app. And if you don't already know all the different ways that you can save money on Cartwheel, check out my video on new ways to save money at Target, and I'm betting you that there's at least one way that you didn't already know. So like, this is the Perks app. So after I get 600 more points, which I'm anticipating I will get with this shopping trip, I get something for free. Like, there's all these cheap ones up here, but then there's other things like up to $15 for laundry, $20 for athletic apparel, pajamas, you know, things like that. But anyways, what I do before I go into the store is I check out some offers on groceries at Target. And so you can check by category, and I go to food. And then what I do is I just go through my list of things, and actually, oh look, 25% off of fresh ground pork. So that's a good one. Anyways, actually what I do is I go up here and search. So like, I know I have ranch dressing. This is really hard to do. Ranch. Oh wait, I spelled it wrong. So like, what I do is I search for things that I know already on my shopping list. So like, I know I have to buy ranch. So I search Kraft salad dressing, I can get 5% off. And then I know that I'm gonna probably buy the Target brand, so I can add that. And then when I'm all done at checkout, I just scan my barcode and I automatically get all those savings. Plus I can add points to my perks balance. Then the second place that I go to is IBOTTA, which is my favorite rebate app of all time, mainly because you can get rebates on non-brand specific items. And you just go to grocery store, and then I'm gonna be here at Target. Then same thing, I kind of go through and see if there's anything I have on my list that I can get a rebate for. If you don't already have IBOTTA, make sure to use my link down below and you can get $10 automatically after you claim your first rebate. So it's a really great way to save a little bit of extra money, and it adds up really quick. Love how you can get rebates on fresh produce. So we finally made it to Target, so let's go in the store and I will kind of show you some price points that I look for, and then I'll take you guys to Costco, and then we'll head home and I will give you the whole grocery haul. No, what is that? Let's see. What's he doing? Shaking his tail. Let me see you shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. So in my last grocery haul, a couple of you guys had asked me, why do I shop at Target and why don't I shop at Walmart? So I was thinking maybe you guys would be interested in seeing a video of me doing some like price comparison between products at Target and the exact same ones at places like Walmart. So if that sounds interesting to you, then leave it down in the comments below. One thing that you guys should be looking for specifically at Target, because we all know that they have the best clearance, but they move real quick through their season. So though it's only February, they are already putting a lot of their cleaning supplies on clearance. So let me show you guys. Specifically over in the Swiffer dusting aisle, I'm seeing a lot of their stuff on clearance over here, which actually they're on really good prices, but it's originally $9.50 on clearance for $6.60, so that is really good prices. So make sure to check out a lot of their cleaning supplies, because I am seeing a lot on clearance right now. And with the Super Bowl being in February, my guess is that after the Super Bowl is over, there's going to be a lot of these frozen snack foods that are going to be on clearance very soon. And they have already started clearancing out all of their winter clothes to make room for spring. So when you're looking for clearance, don't forget that they have clearance on the normal shelves, not necessarily only on their clearance racks. Here we go. Just what we were looking for. And then a lot of times within the Cartwheel app, they will offer an additional 20% off of the already awesome clearance prices. So make sure to check both things. Another thing that you're gonna start to see on sale are all of the cold and flu medicines, which is a good time to stock up when the price is really low. Just make sure to pay attention to the expiration date on all of the bottles, and you might be able to stock up for a year. So here is what it looks like before we go to the checkout. You can see that here I have my food total should be about $29, but then I actually added caramels and baking powder, so it's gonna probably be around $34. And then my miscellaneous is $32, but I added children's Tylenol, so it's gonna be closer to $36, $37. Some of you have asked how I split it up when I actually go grocery shopping and go to pay for all my stuff. I do two transactions. I do one transaction with all of the consumable goods, and then the second transaction with all of the non-consumable, like miscellaneous household expenses, and then I use those cash envelopes to pay for each respectively. Does that make sense? Let me know if you have questions down in the comments. Okay, we are back in the car after Target. So this is the receipt for the miscellaneous. So remember, it has the clothes in there. So my total was $58.50. So if you subtract the $16, $20, $21-ish plus tax, 58 minus 21 is about 37, right? Okay. And then over here, I had my total estimated at 32 plus the 4, so that makes about $36, which is pretty awesome considering that this total includes tax. So we were right on budget with our miscellaneous. And then our food total at Target was $28.53, and you can see over here we were estimating 29 plus some, and I think the reason that I came in underneath is because there's a lot more Cartwheel apps available. So awesome. So now we are moving on to Costco. One thing to keep in mind with this grocery haul is that we are going to be out of town for an entire week, but so our budget is gonna be a little bit, our spending is gonna be a little bit below budget, but we're gonna compensate and use that money when we buy like supplies and snacks while we are out and about on our road trip. So if you aren't already subscribed, make sure you are, because I will be doing a video on things that we buy for our road trip and how we do all of that on a budget. Okay, we made it to Costco. Now Costco's prices stay pretty consistent except for their like monthly coupon offers that they have, where you actually don't need a coupon, but anyways. So make sure to always pay attention to those, shop what's on sale. So let me show you guys what our plan for Costco is, what we're expecting to pay, and then I will take you guys to the checkout with us and of course show you guys what we spent. We're at Costco for our food. We are expecting to spend about $193. Oh, it's so cold with that smoothie, huh? About $193. Now it might be a little bit more than that because I'm kind of planning on finding an extra little treat for us to get. So $193-ish is what we're planning to spend for food, and then we have a couple miscellaneous items that we need to buy, which should total about $45. All right, dude, got your smoothie? He's shivering. My favorite thing about Costco is how they do their price comparisons for you. So I'm trying to figure out which dishwashing tablets are the cheapest. So this one is on sale and it tells you that it's about 15 cents each. This one is about 17 cents each. But then this Kirkland brand over here is just about 9 cents each. So we know which one we're going with. We made it out of Costco alive. I should have shown you guys what my cart looked like. It was literally overfilling. Hopefully you guys follow me on Instagram stories and you saw the craziness, but it was good and we stayed just about where I was expecting us to be. So let me show you guys my receipt. At Costco, what I did this time is I actually just did one transaction because it was super busy, and I stayed pretty much exactly to my list. I did stay exactly to my list of what I was expecting for miscellaneous. The only change was that the dog food was $24 and not $20. So I knew that I was going to be spending about $55 because there's going to be tax for these items. So I took $55 out of my miscellaneous cash, and then the rest I just was putting on my food, my consumable goods cash, which I just call monthly groceries. Anyways, there were a couple extra things that I bought. So I realized that I forgot to put on tilapia on here, which was $14. And then I bought some rolled tacos, and there might have been one more thing that I put on here. So I knew that this number was actually going to be closer to like $240-ish. So anyways, there's that. So here is my Costco receipt, and you will see that my total, you can see that my total was $288. What that leaves for our Costco total for consumable groceries was $233. And then I'm looking at my notes here. And then for my Costco total for miscellaneous was about $55. Those are both rounded up to the nearest dollar. So total, for our total grocery haul for our consumable groceries, we spent $259, which is under our $300 monthly grocery budget. And then for miscellaneous purchases was about $114, which is under our $160 budget. So when we do things like that and we come under budget, either we will will use that extra money for things that come up in the month that we weren't maybe anticipating. Maybe we have Valentine's coming up, so we'll use some of that to buy extra like special groceries and birthday parties, you know, things like that. Or we'll move it to our fun budget if there's not any necessities that we need. Let's go home and I will show you guys the entire grocery haul item by item and give you the price breakdown per item. All right, I have a correction to make. I just got home and I realized that the totals I gave you from before are wrong when it comes to the miscellaneous goods, because I included the cost of clothes in my miscellaneous purchase, which I told you earlier that I used my clothing cash envelope for that, which is true. So our total amount spent on consumable goods was $259. And then our total amount spent on miscellaneous goods is $96. So not too shabby. So let me show you guys item by item what I got. And don't forget, before you put away all of your groceries, make sure that you upload your receipts into IBOTTA and scan all of the products that you are gonna get rebates on. So this over here is from Costco. Everyone's eating lunch. Are you guys loving the strawberries and dinosaur chicken nuggets? Whoa! Is it good? Yeah. Okay, so at Costco we got the toilet paper and the paper towels, which are both about 15 bucks each. The pedigree dog food was $24. This is one thing that I splurged on that we normally don't get, which is the rolled tacos for 66 of them. Those are about $12. Then we got the dishwashing packs, which you guys saw the price breakdown on those. Then we got some trail mix, it's upside down. That was about $13. Then we got this bag of all-purpose flour. It's 25 pounds of flour. I need to figure out what to do about that. So, anyways, like how to store it. That was $5. I can't believe that was $5. That's insane. I've been way overpaying on flour. Anyways, oh, who put those there? We got some, this is one thing that I didn't have incorporated in my budget before, were these frozen tilapia fillets or whatever they're called. This is about $14. Then we got 4 pounds of bacon, which was $12. We got these Ritz crackers to do homemade Lunchables. These were $9. Frozen organic strawberries. I love to freeze my own strawberries and get them way cheaper. This is about $2.50 a pound. Oh, but we really needed some. 4 pounds of butter, that was about $12. Then we got these peanut butter filled pretzels, which was another splurge. So those were $9. 10-pound bag of sugar for $5. Then these Belvita breakfast, there's 25 packs of 4 little biscuits in each, and the kids love these. Just for snack time, really. They're really delicious. They're like a cinnamon flavor. Anyways, this whole big package that lasts us well over a month cost less than $10. Then the organic applesauce, the Kirkland brand, is much cheaper than the like Go-Go brand at Costco. 24 pouches, and that was about $8. Then we got 5 pounds of mozzarella, it was $10. Then the eggs were about $6 for 5 dozen. The feta was $8, and that is for, Costco is the very best place to buy feta. That was for 24 ounces. So if you buy half of this, you'll pay the same price at a regular grocery store. 2 gallons of milk for about $6. Then I got 6 pounds of ground beef, which we're not going to use in all of it in our meals this month. So I'll freeze all of that in 1 pound things each, and then use them as we need, and then I'll have more for next month. Then here's those dino chicken nuggets that the kids are eating. That was about 13 bucks. Shredded cheese was $12 for 2.5 pounds each. So that's 5 pounds of shredded cheese. Then we got some, I think this is, how many pounds? Salami was $8. This is something new that I haven't tried before, the uncooked flour tortillas. I heard that they're way better than the like already cooked ones. So I'm excited, 44, and they're way cheaper than I thought. They were only like $5, so that's cool. Then we got the 60 pack of string cheese, so which will be great for road tripping and snacks and all of that stuff. And this was $10.50, which, by the way, if you're at Costco, they had another pack that was like a third of the size for almost exactly the same price. So pay attention to the prices. It was like organic and all that stuff, so I don't know, maybe you're into that, but we don't really specifically shop organics, so it didn't matter to me. This was 3 times the amount for the same price. So then over to our Costco haul, we got some frozen french fries for $2.50. Caramels were $2 for some baking. Powdered sugar, $2 for a 2-pound bag. We got 1 thing of cream and mushroom, which was $1.20. A pack of onion soup mix. There's 3 packets, and that was $2. A loaf of wheat bread, $1. Then we needed some more baking powder, and that was $1.20, I believe. Then I needed 3 cans of beef broth, so I'm gonna just have to open this and then freeze what I don't use in smaller portions. This was about $2.50. Then we got some ranch, that was around $2. Then a big can, it's over like 2.5 pounds of old-fashioned oats for baking, and that was $2.75. 5-pack of these, I had 5% off, and it was on sale for $4.75, so that was a good deal. And then 2 boxes of these whole wheat rotini pasta, which were $1 each. Then I got some more conditioner for the kids, that was $2. This was really expensive, way more expensive. Well, I looked it up online, so I budgeted for the right number, but it's $20 for this carpet machine cleaner solution, because we need to clean our carpets. Good. Yeah, we need to clean them. So I'll do that after we get back from trips and after the birthday parties. Then I got the 4 ounces of children's Tylenol. That was about $3.50. Then we got 2 of these Garnier Fructis hairstyling gels for the boys and for hubby. And it is 3 ounces. Those are each about $3.50 each. Then we're trying out these reusable hair ties for Kennedy this time. And that was about $2.50, and there is 45 hair ties. They're just like little tiny elastics. So there is the grocery haul for the month of February 2017. And actually this will take us through the entire first week. It goes through, let's see, so this will go through the 2nd week of February through the first week of March. So there you have it. That is our grocery haul. I gave you all the numbers. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.